Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are back at the Queen's Table podcast. I am your host, Marissa J. And today it's going to be a little bit lighter than usual, than these last couple of days. This last few days been, it's been a little tense. And it's still going to be a little tense, but in a much more lighthearted way, I suppose, compared to everything else. Um, so I heard a lot about this one show on Netflix called Always a Witch. I've heard a ton of really bad reviews about this show, and it hasn't been really promoted. Um, but Netflix still has it up. So, anyhow, I've heard a lot of things about this show, and so I decided that I was going to watch the entire series and do a podcast about it. I'm going to be real with you. I could not get past the first episode. I won't. I can't do it. I can't do it, you guys. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, so this girl, Carmen Aguilise, okay, in the show starts out in 1646. And yeah, well, they described her as a mulatto slave, but she was a black slave. And the whole thing is in Portuguese. There's uh, voiceovers and there's subtitles, but the whole thing is in Portuguese. So, anyhow, so it starts out with her being carried off to be burned at the stake. She's being called a witch, and she's going to get burned at the stake. While she's burning, she's chanting something. They don't have any subtitles for like the spells or chants or anything, and I don't know Portuguese. I know a little bit of Spanish, but not very confident in my Portuguese. So anyhow, she's chanting, and just as they set the kindling on fire and her feet start to burn, she goes up in this in green specks. Okay, she ends up in Cartagena, um, 2019. Okay, so she ends up at the hospital, and she washes up on the beach and some people find her, whatever. She ends up at a hospital and she keeps having these flashbacks to 1646. So apparently what happened, she was sold at an auction. She was being mistreated during this auction, and this guy comes up and is like, yeah, you don't have to treat her that way. And turns out that is you would assume that that would be her new master, but apparently, as it turns out, uh, he's just a very young son. I the I guess he convinced his parents to buy her. I don't know. But anyhow, he ends up purchasing this human being. And it's love at first sight, because as soon as he comes to her rescue, they share this look, this glance, and it's like, are you fucking serious right now? This isn't real life. Okay,